Hi, my name is Adrena and I'm the owner and accountant for Accounting by Adrena. Today I'm going to walk you through this free principle called my monthly budget. Here is an up close and personal look at my monthly budget printable. What you would do is write in the month that you're working in. So let's say it's the month of July 2019. You would start with this first category, which is income, and you would list out all of your paychecks. So if you get paid weekly, you would put those here and then the dates that you would get paid. Let's say you get paid bi-weekly and then your spouse also gets paid bi-weekly. There's also an extra row here just in case you have any other income. You would put the total amount that you are anticipating for each of those paychecks and the dates. You would put what you actually received, and then you would put the difference here. You can do a subtotal for your total income in this row here. Let's come down to the fixed expenses. So same idea. Let's say you have a rent of $500 a month, but a due date of the 1st. So you would write the first $500, and then when it comes time to pay it, then you would write that here and then the difference there. Same goes for all of these categories here. There's another section for variable expenses. So sometimes groceries can fluctuate depending on the month. Maybe there's a month where you don't need as many groceries, and maybe there's a month where you need more groceries than anticipated. Sometimes your beauty supplies, grooming, any kind of things like that kind of fluctuate as well. So that's why this is going to be in the variable expense category. Now, when it comes time for your periodic expenses, we're talking annual car registration, car maintenance, doctor visits, income tax, medical expenses, and property tax. You might also want to include in this category any kind of like subscriptions. Maybe you do have a monthly subscription that's a fixed amount, then I would put that in this row here. I would just write this in and then total it for the month. And then when it comes time to do the actual, you would just fill that in as well. At the end here, you would total all of these categories and put that in this here. And then you would put the total income there. And then you can come and see what your net income is. Sometimes people might identify that they are spending more than they are earning when they start working on their budget like this. All right, here is a fictitious budget that I filled in for the month of July 2019. So I've got two pay periods here. They're both going to be $12.50 each. Now this is the amount that this person is taking home. We're going to assume in this example that the person gets a 401k deduction and they also receive their health care deduction through their paycheck. So this is what they're getting net. We're going to also assume that they have a rent in the amount of $500 and that their utilities are all included in that $500. This is how much they pay for gas and fuel. This is what they put into their savings account every month. That's their telephone bill, their vehicle payment, and then what their student loans is. So then I would subtotal everything here for this category. And then I'd move on to the next one. We're going to assume that their groceries are $400 a month. They give to charities for $200 a month, and that they have a dining out budget of $200. There's the subtotal there. We're going to assume that they need to pay their annual car registration in the month of July, and this is how much it's going to be. There's the subtotal there. You can add in whatever other categories kind of like make sense to your budget. No one budget is going to be exactly the same. And so then in this line here, you would total all of these subcategories and put the total income there. And this is what the person has remaining. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Remember, you can always reach out to me on Instagram if you have any questions. Follow me on Instagram stories for more tips and tricks as far as accounting, bookkeeping, and planning is concerned.